Hello and welcome to Northeast Media Hub, the fastest growing digital media platform. I'm Adalbert Khar with the latest Hub news. Be informed, be alert. Here is an important public announcement. Together we can overcome this pandemic by keeping everyone safe against COVID-19. If you have any queries regarding COVID-19, reach out to the state helpline at 14410. Stay home, stay safe, break the chain. Issued in public interest by National Health Mission, Government of Meghalaya. Meghalaya Chief Minister Conrad K. Sangma today presented the humble submissions of the Group of Ministers or GOM on GST concessions and exemption of COVID relief materials to the Union Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman. CM Conrad thanked the Honourable Finance Minister for entrusting the GOM with this crucial responsibility. 2 people have been arrested for allegedly assaulting medical staffers at the Jawaharlal Nehru Institute of Medical Sciences JNIMS hospital in Imphal after the death of a COVID-19 patient. Sources said the relatives of a COVID-19 patient on Saturday assaulted health workers and vandalized medical equipment at JNIMS after the death of a COVID-19 patient at the hospital. Manipur police reportedly arrested the husband and sister of the victim woman. 33-year-old Okram Gypsy Devi, who was admitted to JNIMS on May 23, died due to COVID-19 related complications on Saturday. The Indian Medical Association IMA has raised the issue of the mob assault on a young doctor at a hospital in Assam's Hojai district in its letter to Prime Minister Narendra Modi. The letter, written today by Dr. J.A. Jayalal, National President, and Dr. Jayesh Lele, Honorary Secretary General of IMA, said, "In the midst of this pandemic, we are also deeply hurt to see the increasing incidence of physical violence against the doctors and the healthcare professionals in this country. The brutal assault on our young doctor in Assam and the assault on lady doctors and even on veteran practitioners across the country are really causing mental trauma against the practitioners," it added. The Class 10 and 12 State Board exams in West Bengal have been cancelled. This was informed by West Bengal Chief Minister Mamata Banerjee today. The State Board exams for Class 10 and 12 in West Bengal have been cancelled, keeping in view the precarious COVID-19 situation in the state. On Sunday, the West Bengal government had formed an expert committee to recommend on possibilities of conducting State Board exams for Class 10 and Class 12. As many as 93 oxygen concentrators were donated to the government of Sikkim by ACT Grants and Swasth Alliance, a conglomeration of 150 organizations in India to help fight COVID-19. The oxygen concentrators have been transferred to STNM Hospital, a full-fledged hospital dedicated to COVID-19 in Soch Yagang. According to sources, renowned entrepreneur Karma Bhutia and his spouse Ira Bhutia assisted in delivering the equipment to the state and formally handed over to Sikkim Chief Minister P.S. Gole. Moving on, the Joint Action Committee of Recognized Unions or JACRU of Nagaon and Kachar paper mills in Assam has sought immediate intervention of the Chief Minister to terminate the auction of the 2 non-functional mills of Hindustan Paper Corporation or HPC to a third party. In a letter to Chief Minister Himanta Biswa Sarma on Monday, the committee, while lauding his intent to release the pending salaries and areas of the mill employees, however, questioned whether any NOC or no objection certificate was issued by the Assam government for the sale of state land through auction. Surrendered cadres of disbanded National Democratic Front of Bodoland NDFB have demanded rehabilitation and government jobs. The surrendered NDFB cadres belonging to different factions criticized the alleged apathy of the government to rehabilitate them and asserted that a large chunk of former rebels is yet to be included under the rehabilitation scheme. A group of former NDFB cadres have demanded the state and central governments to take up proper rehabilitation measures for all former cadres of outfit as per the clauses of the Third Bodo Accord. The Assam Rifles has announced that it would pay a compensation of Rs 10 lakh to the family of a Manipur villager who was allegedly killed by a major of the paramilitary force. Assam Rifles Major Alok Sathe allegedly shot dead 26-year-old Mangboilal Luvum, a resident of Chalwa village under the Kangpokpi police station in Kangpokpi district on Friday night. Manipur police arrested Sathe following widespread protests against the killing of the villager who was a daily wage earner and a father of 2 children. Brigadier P.S. Arora, commander of 22 Sector Assam Rifles, on Saturday signed an agreement to compensate the man's next of kin. Indian football team today will take on Bangladesh in the FIFA World Cup 2022 qualifier match at Jassim bin Hamad Stadium in Qatar. While India has lost the first match to Qatar in the qualifiers, the team will aim to gain automatic qualification to the last round of the AFC Asian Cup 2023 qualifiers by winning the remaining matches. For that, they will have to win both of their remaining matches against Bangladesh and Afghanistan. India is yet to win a match in the campaign. Officially, India is already out of the reckoning for the third round of FIFA World Cup 2022 qualifiers. Thank you for listening to Hub Podcast. For latest news and updates, follow us on www.hubnetwork.in. Download Hub News app in your mobile from Google Play Store and Apple App Store. For promotion and publicity, write to us at info@hubnetwork.in. Thank you. Kublai Shibon, Mithela.